Hey guys, what is up? I have watched The Little Mermaid and I'm here to tell you what I think. First off, The Little Mermaid is a classic. Fun fact, the Disney Renaissance, which comprised of a lot of basically like the 90s, was a time when Disney had kind of been in this place where the animation studio was not making a lot of money, like to the point they were considering shutting it down. And then they made The Little Mermaid and life as we knew it with Disney changed. And Little Mermaid's a big deal. So we have to say, first off, way to go. Thank you for making Disney what it is today. We're fans. Now, there's a few things animation-wise that I absolutely love. I thought the animation of the hair when it was windy out was cool, and when they're in the water. That's such a beautiful little detail. Speaking of beautiful little details of underwater, the bubbles, it was really good to provide that backdrop because the animation isn't as detailed and lifelike as you might see in like Frozen or Moana, which we're going to watch next, like we would today. To help us really understand that we're underwater, they would add these bubbles that were subtle, but they helped really create the background, and I really appreciated it. One of my favorite Disney lines is in this movie, and it is when they're like Ariel's exploring a shipwreck with Flounder, and he's being scared, and she says, "Don't be such a guppy." Me and my friends used to say this to each other in high school. We were really big fans of this line, so when I heard it, I was like, "Don't be such a guppy." That made my heart very happy. So we don't have dark, ominous birds, but guys, we had dark, ominous eels. So I'm just gonna count it. We have dark, ominous eels. The dark, ominous has returned. We have a return of the dark and ominous. I love it. I saw this meme one time that said, you know you're getting older when you start to relate with the parents in Disney more than the main characters. Accurate. Because there's a point where Ariel and her dad are fighting, and she says, "Daddy, I'm 16. I'm not a kid anymore." Oh, honey. Now, yes, when you're 16, you are a teenager, you are on the verge of adulthood, like, you're not a child, but, like, you still need to listen to your parents, and your parents should still, like, if your parents tell you can't do something, you need to still respect it. Again, Disney and disrespecting parents. Like, can we have Walt Disney or whoever wrote these movies, like, needs to just go, like, have some therapy and talk about what his parents did to him as a child, because I feel like there is some parent-daddy issue going on with all of the disrespect for parents in Disney movies. Oh my gosh, speaking of visuals, the visual where Ariel is singing and her voice like comes out and is taken by Ursula, oh, it was heartbreakingly beautiful. I was like, whoa, I am down. I love it. Let's go. This is great. It was so good. Guys, I think overall, yeah, well, yes, don't give up your voice for a man. Cool? Cool. Also, like, true love when you can't communicate over the course of, like, 72 hours. Yeah, nah. It's not. Okay, we're just gonna move on. There's a lot of those things in this movie, but I still love it. Oh my gosh, guys, Kiss the Girl is... I love that song. I love that song. I don't, like, condone if you want to tell someone you like them, just walk up and, kiss them. No. But the song is beautiful. The visuals are beautiful. It's like this beautiful, like, just, sway, love, happy. It's like, it's so good. It makes my heart just so happy. I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep a little bit while I was watching this the first time through. And I kind of became slightly aware. You know, that point where you're like, I know I'm, like, not awake, but I'm kind of awake, but I'm mostly asleep. And I could just hear Kiss the Girl, and it was like my heart woke me up just ever so slightly so I could hear that song, and it was lovely. And then I fell back asleep again. But it's just a good song. Like, there's so many good songs. The Les Poissons song, so good. Like, there's funny songs, there's serious songs, there's so many things. It's just so good. So let's get in to the categories, our big three here. For the song, which is Part of Your World, guys, this song is so good. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. It's a 9 out of 10. Like, I'm a person that I don't give like a 10 out of 10 unless you earn it. And I feel like it was just so good, but it was just, I don't know, I just don't feel 100% right about giving it a 10 out of 10. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. But again, it's good. It establishes the character. It gives this quirkiness. It tells us her goal. It tells us like what she wants, where she's going. It tells us her motivation. And it's just a song that, like, I remember when I was in 8th grade, somebody sang this in our talent show. And it's just one of those songs that, like, you can hear someone sing it at a talent show and you haven't heard it in 5 years and you're going to sing along with it. It's just a good song. I'm definitely a fan of it. And I think it does have an attainable range. Cinderella, or was that Cinderella or Snow White? It was Snow White. I'm always looking at you, Snow White, for that unattainably high song. Just stop, okay? But they saved it here. So 9 out of 10. It's just a classic. As far as a role model goes, I'm going to have to be honest, not a fan. She gets a 4 out of 10 from me. She lies to her parents. She's completely irresponsible. She's very disrespectful. The fact that, like, she was supposed to be the main singer in this performance for the whole kingdom, for her sisters, for her dad, all of this, and she just ditched it. She forgot. How selfish. Like, I will say that about Ariel. She's very selfish. Keira Knightley, fun fact. Keira Knightley does not, when her daughters were younger, would not let them watch certain Disney movies that she felt gave a more negative message to young girls than a positive message. And Little Mermaid was on the list because of this. She was selfish. She gave up one of her best features of herself for the chance to make a guy fall in love with her. Like, she basically, like, signed her soul away for the hope that she was going to get a kiss. Like, it was, yeah. I'm not a fan. She has her moments. Like, she is passionate. She knows what she wants. She's tenacious. But she's selfish. I don't feel like she really views herself as highly as she should. I have a lot of issues. I will say, though, Prince Eric is maybe my favorite of the Disney princes we have seen thus far. Not overall, but one of my favorites thus far. He is a quality guy. And his dog is so cute. Guys, I want his dog. His dog is so cute and fluffy. I love him. I think his name was Max, maybe. I don't know, but I loved him. And then for a moral of the story, I'm going to go with contentment. I think contentment was like the anti-moral of the story. It was to just grow where you're planted, to be content with who you are and what you have, which is definitely like a message we see time and again. Like, we shouldn't, like, that's a message we see clearly in the Bible, like that, you know, God has given us all that we need. Like we talked about with our last one, it's need versus want, and to be content with what we have. And I feel like she just doesn't even stop to be thankful for what she's been given, and she just wants, and is selfish. No offense to those Little Mermaid lovers. I liked this movie a lot. Hear me. I really, really liked this movie. But I have issues with Ariel. I have some issues with the overall story. I'm sorry about that, but she gets a total score of 21. So when it comes to the door, I'm going to put her above Merida, below Mulan, Anna, Elsa, Cinderella, Belle, and Pocahontas. Again, I still can't believe that Pocahontas is at the top above Belle. I can't believe it. Who knows? Moana is next. Let's see where she ends up on the door. Bye, guys.